This lone statue stares out onto the countryside. It is one of only a few statues that was fortunate to survive the power of nature and its unrelenting elements that have claimed victim to so many others of the same kind. There are over 500 statues at Borobudur. These Buddhist statues stand watch over the massive structure that once was significant at its time. And in one foul swoop, it was gone.
Okay, you might be wondering where exactly I am right now, judging by the sounds that are coming from around me. I'm at a local temple. I don't know the name of it, but my driver recommended that I come here because I was going to go see Borobudur, which is a local temple here, and it's famous for the sunrise. But he recommended that I come here because it allows for better views. This temple sits just outside of Borobudur, and it allows for a more spectacular view of the temple and the sunrise. So that's why we're here. We're gonna go to the top and check out the sunrise.
We begin, like with so many of my other journeys, on the road at the crack of dawn headed to Borobudur. The journey begins with the sunrise view of the temple. The temple is a ways off in the distance and can be barely seen with the naked eye. That particular day, the sunrise was lackluster, but it was still a thrill to see the silhouette of the temple as the light filled the area. The temple grounds are massive, so you can expect to do a large amount of walking when you visit. The temple had a mysterious feel about it as you approach from afar. Once you arrive at the foot of the temple, you must ascend several flights of stairs. Anxiety builds as you climb each flight, and you get closer and closer to revealing this mammoth structure. I got to the temple extremely early, so there was no one there to obstruct my view. The structure of the temple makes you feel tiny in comparison with its size. It is believed that the temple was built between the 8th and 9th century. Experts have estimated that it took 23 years to build. Talk about job security. They say that Borobudur was built without the use of any adhesive. The temple is composed of stone blocks. Each block was carefully arranged without the use of cement. The stones are stacked in certain patterns as to interlock with each other. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Borobudur is listed as the largest Buddhist temple in the world. The structure stands over 42 meters high with its 10 massive levels. Along the walls of the temple are also 2,000 reliefs that have been hand sculpted. If you were to place these reliefs side by side, it would extend out over 6 kilometers. In addition to the reliefs are the numerous amount of Buddha statues that lie watch over the temple. Walking through the lower levels really give you a sense of the amount of details that went into the creation of this amazing place. As you can see here, the lower levels are not nearly as crowded as compared to the top levels. This provided a good opportunity to closely examine the reliefs.
I am on the grounds of Borobudur. This is a Buddhist temple here in Java, which is a primarily Islamic island. This temple was discovered abandoned They're not sure why it was abandoned. It could have been because the majority of the population converted to Islam, or it could have been because of a volcanic eruption, because this temple was found in ruin many years ago. So it's kind of a big mystery. The people here are very friendly and very welcoming. A lot of people have not seen people with my skin color before here, so I've had a number of kids come up and ask if they could take pictures with me, you know, which was very polite, unlike in China, where people were just trying to snap pictures like paparazzi. It was very annoying, but this is a very beautiful place.
As I mentioned previously, there are over 500 Buddha statues at Borobudur. A number of them are missing heads. That's because the statue heads often fetch a decent price on the black market. As you walk the grounds, it's impossible to walk around this place and not be in awe by the intricate detail the temple has. And the number of headless Buddhas will leave you asking yourself one question: why?
It's amazing the amount of detail that went into designing these temples. You can tell that they put a lot of effort into carving detail into them. A lot of the Buddha heads here have been decapitated, but you can see one behind me. That one is still intact. But there's a lot of them that do not have heads, which, like the one right here, I don't know if you can see that. That one, decapitated, cut the head off.
Despite the large number of Buddhas running around the temple, there are still plenty of Buddhas that kept their heads, although a good number of them seem to be where they aren't easily accessible. The highlight of the visit is undoubtedly at the top of the temple. The top has a distinctly different feel than the rest of the place. Once on the top level, you notice immediately that you are surrounded by numerous domed tops. This is commonly where most people come to view the sunrise. The first question that came to mind when I got here was, what's in the dome? Well, it didn't take long for me to find out. More Buddhas.
These are high school students in Indonesia, and they're going to show me the up and down dance. Is that
right? That's right.
Okay, this will be good.
Are you ready? 2, 3. Up and down and shake, shake, shake. Up and down and shake, shake, shake. Shake to the right and shake to the left. Turn around and shake, shake, shake. One more fast.
Okay, so I've had about 30 high school students ask to take my picture with them. It's getting a little bit annoying, and I'm trying not to get annoyed because I know this is a new experience for them and I don't want to be rude, but I'm getting annoyed. So I'm getting the heck out of here so I don't have any more people ask me to take pictures. If I see a student, I just turn around and go the other way.
So I made my way out of the temple, careful to avoid the crowds. So I thought, of all days that I chose to visit the temple, it seems like today, every school in Indonesia decided to make a field trip to the most popular heritage site.
Did you see how many students there were going up those stairs? I sympathize with celebrities. Now I know what they go through when people are always trying to take their pictures, because it does get annoying. But I was trying to be a sport. I took a picture with probably about 30 kids, so I did my share. But I'm getting out of here. I can't take any more pictures. Okay, to give you an example of what I was talking about, everyone's trying to take my pictures. These kids asked if they could take video of me, so I told them yes, but I have to take video of them. Okay, go ahead.
Con Easter, con Easter. Kita tembak.
Dari mana yuk?
One, two. Iya, iya. Oke.
Camera operator is having problems.
Enggak, Din. Terima kasih, no. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
you're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Foto sama ini. Tak foto ini, kayak ini. Mau baca.
Okay, so one more person wants to take a photo with me.
Di tengah lah bro. Ayo mesin ya? Ya.
Okay.
One, two, three.
Okay? All right. You're welcome. It's already recording. It's already recording.
Oi. Guys. 1, 2, 3. Up and down and shake, shake, shake. Up and down and shake, shake, shake. Shake to the right and shake to the left. Turn around and shake, shake.